questions, but before we do that, I'll start things off. I'm going to ask a question that I know you're all going to lie to me, because you always do. And because you're professional anglers, you're professional liars too, I've learned early on. How's crayfish been?
It's been very tough. You know, a lot of changes out there, low water conditions. You know, it's just it's a feed each day, just get your boat in and out of the water. But catching a few good ones. Hopefully tomorrow will be the same. So you know, 1 or 2 good ones a day, and then fill it out with a limit.
To me, you know, it should be easy because there's a whole lot less places for them to hide. There's got to be some giant schools out there. I've only found 4 or 5 of those big schools of the you know, those Cheryl Lunkers type fish. So I'm not sure, you know, I'm expecting several hundred pounds to win.
Mine's been expensive. I'm on my 3rd crop this week. I reckon, probably end up breaking another one today. So anyway, with that, you get KJ.
I've seen every one of these guys this week on all the stuff that I found. And Kevin has been on 3 of my 10 best spots. I got 7 more.
I'm following Kevin McKellar.
All I got to say is I ain't going to be able to catch them more I've caught them the last 2 years.
I think they hit on the head though with slow water. That's probably going to find a big bag of fish out there, I'm sure. A lot of big fish in this lake, so we'll be good at that.
Scott, I want to ask you, I think you're the only angler on our panel here that it's your first trip here to Lake Conroe to compete in this event. With the lake being very different, do you think that gives you an advantage? Because you're not going to be trying to go to docks that now have sand castles underneath them.
Yeah, you know, this week, I mean, it is what it is with the lake being low. Obviously, never been here before. There's a lot of docks out there. I kind of like it, though, to be honest with you. It's a lot less thing to worry about. I mean, I just got to focus on finding some isolated cover and finding some schools offshore. I'd rather do that than fish 10,000 docks, try to figure out which ones are best. So I'm liking it the way it is. Obviously, I think you guys want water in it. I think the fish will get better. But it is what it is. I'm excited.
As a panel, one of the things that makes this event very different is obviously having anglers from the FLW Tour, from the Bassmaster Elite Series, and from the PAA Tournament Series. What does that mean to you guys as anglers to have that opportunity to compete against each other? Is it the same old, or is there part of you that deep down inside said, I want to squash these guys from the other tours?
Well, I always want to squash them. You know, that's it. I'm kind of like that silent killer. I just sit back and lay in wait. But, you know, it's awesome to be able to hang out with a lot of these guys because, you know, they're busy with all their schedules on the Bassmasters Tour, and I'm busy on the FLW Tour, so we don't get to see each other a lot. Usually once a year I cast or something. So it's awesome to be hanging out with everybody and get to see all our old friends.
Want to get a pass there?
Oh yeah, same deal. You know, I haven't seen these guys in a while. I used to fish against them, but had to switch over to the dark side there for a while. But you know, maybe one day we'll get back over on the Lake Trail. You know, see what we can do back over there. But it's good to see these guys every year, every chance I get to fish with.
It's a good way to extend the season too. You know, for most of us, the season's usually over. It's done. We go home, and you know, it's another championship event we have a chance to win. So Toyota Holiness is a way for us to extend our season a little bit.
Yeah, like everybody said, I mean, this is kind of like a brotherhood out here, and it is really great to see everybody. It's also a unifying event, and you can see I mean, it's kind of like waving the flag. Whoever wins this year, I promise you, there's going to be some trash talking at the end. Like our guy won, or your guy won, but it makes it interesting.
Yeah, like Scott was saying, we don't get to fish against FLW guys very often, but if I remember right, I think we're the
I don't know why we just don't cut to the crap. It is what it is. Bass guys, we take pride in our organization. If you fish Elite Series, you got to believe that it's the best organization out there. If you fish FLW, you take the same thing. So cut to the chase. As a competitor, straight up, we want to beat them. And if we beat them, we're going to tell them.
You know, I've fished the Texas Bass Classic since the inception when we fished, you know, we had team events before up at Fork, and I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't had much success in these events, and it makes me mad, so I'm going to do a little better this year. So, and I don't care don't care who it is. I want to beat him. I want to beat Gerald. I want to beat all these guys. You know, that's why we all do it. The thing that I'll tell you about this group is that you do have not only, you know, some of the very best guys in the sport out here, but these are the guys that have competed really well at the top level all year long. These are the best guys from 3 tours that have been performing. So everybody that's here deserves to be here. They're on a roll. They're hot. You know, Brian showed up last year and you know, blew the thing away. And all I want to do this year is beat him and the rest of all these guys out here. So that's what we do.
You hear that. That's why I was down here. 1,200 brush piles and stuff like that. You got to work real hard at this. As you can see, it's very competitive. But unfortunately, they didn't tell me the locations. I just got to pour concrete. So I actually did get an advantage on that. But it's always great to see everyone. We always, there's a lot of FLW guys that I started around, and it's always nice to get to hang out with everyone. And it's a great end to the year. This is something every angler looks forward to. Every angler tries to qualify for. And you guys, it's a fantastic event, and it's first rate all the way. So I think everyone here enjoys the time away, during this week, and it's well worth the time and effort.
All right, last question of the evening, and I know who you guys are all betting on right now. That's the person you look in the mirror at. I'm going to say you have to remove yourself from the field. Conditions the way they're setting up, I want you to each pick somebody to look out for in this event.
I'm going to say Kelly.
I'm going to say Iaconelli because I'm hoping that he gets some of the spectators that normally follow me. He's really on it. I've watched him a lot in practice. He's been catching them everywhere. So you need to put that in the paper. He needs a lot of extra fans out there.
I'm almost like, yeah, he's been catching them. He's hiding too. There's a lot of people following him. Should be a great show to watch.
I've got to say KJ as well. He's the man on the stage. He's got more copies than anybody up here, so it's all you.
I don't know why everybody's picking on me. This is where we try to jinx our competitors, honestly. I would say this is the guy to look out for. He actually had 2 spectator votes on him yesterday in practice, so I know he's on. Look out for Iaconelli this tournament.
I'm going to tell you who's going to win this thing. Hands down, Dave Manson is right in the back.
Well, I'm going to have to go out on a limb here and say Brian Thrift. I heard he caught 2 9-pounders the other day, so when he gets on the road, he's hot.
Let me make it simple as Kelly. I love Kelly. And if you want to help Kelly out, if you got Kelly fans out there, when you don't get too close to him, but idle around a lot around the perimeter where he's at, and it helps him. He might yell at you and tell you not to do that.